Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and the Vol ship with Mateus at the controls has a collision with Vol. The game didn't tell me this was going to happen. It just did. We know about it out here, so we are going to actually fix a little bit so that we don't die. It's not letting me put a maneuver node on the trajectory. It's going to let me put a maneuver node over here. Can I drag this maneuver node back? No. Can I go all the way back around and out to here? Yes. Okay, there. I really do like this game. Let's focus our view on Vol, and we need to... Okay, we're coming in this way, which is fine. We just need to change things a tiny little bit so we don't die when we do so. And actually, now that I'm looking at this, maybe we would be better off not doing this. Let's just delete this node. As amusing as that is, let's delete this node and place one here. Oh, I can't place one there. Okay, let's place one here and then drag it back. On our orbit all the way around and to here. No, there we go. We want to do it here so we can change our normal, because we might as well come in over the pole because this is so far south. It doesn't really matter if we go over the North Pole or the South Pole, and also this isn't doing it, which kind of surprises me. I guess this is doing it. It's just taking slightly more than I was expecting. I think we're going to go for 28. Nice equatorial, 28. And then we'll get into orbit here. Vallhenge, for those of you who are interested, is the last actual Easter egg in this hunt. It is also the only now Easter egg that I have never been to. Tylo's cave being the other one. I've been to the Kraken several times. It's pretty easy to find. It's one of the few Easter eggs that you can just stumble on, the Space Kraken. And I also found it the last time I was going for anomalies. There we go. Got nothing to do for a day, so let's go ahead and do this. But I've never landed at Vallhenge, mostly because whenever I go to Vol, I end up going around the equator, as you normally do. And I never looked for it, and therefore never found it, because that's the way it works. Yeah, much like the Tylo ship, this guy has to land with these tanks. He's got 18, 17 meters per second, and... I don't know what orbital velocity is, but we'll find out in a second here, right? Oh, we got another eclipse of the sun by Joule. Happens a lot once in orbit, much like the lunar eclipse. Okay. Let's activate navigation of this thing. I think we need to wait for it to come into the sun, which means we're going to be landing at it over here, which kind of sucks. But we'll see what it looks like here. If we come down like, yeah, turn trajectories on, and then go plus many orbits. It's looking pretty good. One more. And one more. I think that's the way we're going to go. Woohoo! I love being able to time warp as fast as I want. Going to actually kill the maneuver node. Kind of do this by eye. Okay, 44-second burn. This could be interesting. But what would we do without interesting burns? It's in 6 minutes, so we will get a warning, which is nice. So let's go ahead and time warp to it here. As we go over the pole crazily. That shiny, shiny, almost Minmissian surface. Now we're definitely upside down again, but I'm not going to fix it, because we all saw what happened last time I tried to fix. As we come over this hill here. Can't see anything yet, but the instruments tell us it's there. They also tell us that we are coming up on it very quickly, where I can see it very, very lightly. When we get to about 30 seconds, I'm going to hit the gas. I'm going to delete this, and we'll let the crash predictor tell us what's going on. I don't think we need the HUD anymore. Plenty of fuel in these tanks. We can see the shadows of whatever it is below us. Concentrating on killing our velocity here. There we go. It's looking good. It's like some kind of henge on Vol. I don't know what it could be. I think the crash predictor of better burn time has crashed because it's not telling me a thing. So we're going to have to do this old school and watch for our shadow, of which we just see right here. And we've landed. A mere 896 meters away. Let's see what the world first people say. The recent accomplishments, we have discovered some suspiciously geometric ice formations. And landed on Vol. Go and get out of your seat there. Fall off your ship like we all do. Let's head over there and see what this is like. Oh, we had a prediction for a second there. There we go. Impact in 2 seconds. What is this thing? What does it mean? How do the shadows play across it as time goes by? Why don't we have credit for it, even though we're right here? All these mysteries. Hey, there we go. And you are going to smack right into it. What does Warner have to say? Could there have been an ancient civilization on Lathe that made it all the way to Vol? Probably just solar winds. Aw, man, you have no faith. Oh, clipping. There it is, the Vallhenge. Interesting. Very interesting. We have 60 days before the Bop Lander comes back. Let's watch the shadows and see exactly what they do here. Sadly, with Scatterer on, the shadows get kind of wonky. But let's go ahead and run time forward a bit. See what the shadows do. Now it's night. And when it rises, the shadows are this way. So is this pointing directly north? Yes, I could turn on Nav HUD and just see. Will it be like Indiana Jones if I put some sort of staff right on the tip, right at noon, on the correct day of the year? Will it tell me where the Ark of the Covenant is? Okay, let's check this out. Now, what I want to know is, do these shadows work perfectly? They do not line up perfectly, at least not this time of year, and I'm pretty sure that, whoops, that was very undramatic there of you. However, I think this is our shot. Nicely done. Okay, Mateus, time to get home. Well, time to get back to the ship. Which is probably going to be your home forever. I'm going to keep you guys with me. We're going to get both Mateus and the other person, Nightingale, back to the Discovery, if at all possible, before we end this episode. So this episode's got a little bit of extra oomph to it. because the reason I'm doing that is because next episode, barring any problems, is going to be the final episode of the series. So the last thing we're going to do is send Run DVI into whatever it is he comes across. Go ahead and hop on there. I see no reason not to just take off to the east here. Yeah, might as well. Let's go ahead and do it. Gotta watch for these to run out of fuel, because the moment they do, we gotta drop them. Okay. Whatever. The moment they do. Like that ever matters. Okay. Yeah, our apoapsis is already at 36, which is probably enough. Yeah, that's fine. And actually, if we burn up here, we could actually... Although, no, we want to leave prograde, don't we? You know what? If we just were to burn right now... No, I'm not going to do it. There's too much variableness to what's going on here. Tylo is the biggest planet, or biggest moon, I should say, in the system, but still, we don't want to push our fate. I would rather take extra time to get back than lose a Kerbal. Because Lord knows we've stranded enough of them around the system. Okay, 51 by 36. That's perfectly fine. Okay, what if we were to burn right here? Prograde, turning trajectories off. Prograde enough to get out of the system. What would that do to a Tylo encounter? That would basically get us a Tylo encounter. An eventual Tylo encounter. Something like that will be perfect. 289. We still got $2,000 in the tank, so we're getting back. Now here, if we were to add a maneuver and then jump forward, oh, that looks good right there. We just slow down a little bit. It's not optimal, but we'll do it. And let's go ahead and get out of Vol's sphere of influence. Bye-bye, Vol. Thank you for showing us your henge. I appreciated it. Okay, let's focus on Tylo here. Now we're going to come in this way, and we want to probably modify this very slightly. That's probably the way we want to come in. Although he's going this way, we're coming in this way. Normal doesn't affect anything. Radial, I have no idea why radial did that. It's almost like the game doesn't know what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm sure that helps. Thanks, game. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We are going to, if I go, stop it. If I go negative like this, we're just going to get a collision here. Oh, that's tantalizing. But I think it's backwards. Nope, it's the right direction. But I don't really want to have to fix my my angle here. Although we can just get into orbit. You know what? Let's do it. We'll get a periapsis right with the thing. Then when we get here, we'll just get into Tylo sphere of influence, go around, fix the angle, and then come back. Dirt cheap, as they say. And it's in 11 days. There we go. Now here, we're just going to slow down enough to get captured. Maybe a little bit extra. Let's go down to 40. Just to make sure we don't accidentally leave again. It's in 4 days, so let's go ahead and hop to it. Okay, we're in Tylo sphere of influence. Might as well watch the fun here as we come down for the penultimate time. Okay, you are now our target. So right here, we are going to add a maneuver to totes fix our angle. It's nice to finally have a successful mission. He says 2 burns before we actually get back. But these are the easy burns. We could actually get an encounter out there. I think we're going to do it. 216 meters per second to meet out at a very slow trajectory. I like it. I like it a lot. Is that 1.8 kilometers or 18 kilometers? That's 1.8 kilometers. 0.4. That's the best we can do. Okay, now we are going to hit F5, and we are going to 54 minutes. This is 57. That's 3 minutes before. Let's go ahead and warp here. And you're going to have over $1,000 in your tank still. It's in 15 seconds. Discovery 1 is almost in our sphere of influence. It now is in our sphere of influence, and it is in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hit the gas. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Who is the man? We want, you are aimed retro. Are you aimed retrograde in your orbit? No. We are going to just tap the gas here. That was not just tapping the gas. Okay. You know what? That's good enough. Screw it. Get out of your seat. I just realized something. You guys don't get more EVA propellant on these missions. Never dawned on me. The EVA propellant that you left the ship with before docking with your ship is EVA propellant you have coming back. That's kind of amusing. Okay, well, Mateus, take your seat. You got nothing else to do all the way home. Except watch Run DVI, see what he's going to find. And of course, tell, Galen? Tell Galen about your adventures, because you had a lot of them. Okay, we got one more thing to do before the end of this episode. And that's in 60 days. 60 days to leave your lover. You've got 60 days to leave your lover. Okay, you have a 1 second burn, a 5.4 meter per second thing here before we get our encounter. And a collision with Tylo is definitely as close as possible. Let's go ahead and focus view on Tylo. And then I think I'm going to fix this now. And I'm surprised that actually kills our encounter, but there we go. We got it back. And this is actually why the mission parameters have this guy in this wonky orbit. Because it gives us multiple ways to get back to him. And in particular, a lot of the times when I've been trying to get back to Tylo from other moons, I just can't get the encounter orbit lower than 2 megameters. So I put his apoapsis at 2 megameters. So at the very least, we can meet him out at apoapsis. Let's go ahead and fiddle here. Let's bring this down. I think that's fine. We'll come in and slow down right here. And I'm obviously wrong. I put that maneuver node on the next orbit. Oh well. I think we're going to burn radially out here. So we don't die. We're going to burn this up to 20. There we go. Then here we're going to burn inward. This might be too expensive. This might actually ruin your chances to meet back up with the ship. We still got $1,000. But I think this is going to be extremely expensive. Yeah, even with the suit, you don't have it. Especially because we then have to fix this and this. We have to do something along these lines. Dang it. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get you in orbit. At least the episode will end faster. I blame the game. When really it's my fault. Yeah, I should know better than to trust that when I put a maneuver node on an orbit, it'll go on the orbit I put it on. But I don't. So we're going to get you into orbit, and we're just going to say you get rescued later. Let's pretend, shall we, that you get rescued later. I was all clever about how I was setting up the orbits and everything. Oh, well. Now, I could have let you fly back out of the system and fix it later, but I got to be honest with you. I don't want to. It's just the way it works. I hope you all enjoyed watching this. Looking forward to the next episode when we finally encounter the monolith. I'm HMV and I will, as always, talk at you later.